Imagine an abyss so deep and dark you can't see its end. But it's not the depth that scares you, it's the unknown lurking within. This is the dark web. This vast digital expanse, a parallel universe to our everyday internet, holds an allure that draws the curious and the brave. It's a world where anonymity reigns supreme, where secrets are bought and sold, where the illicit thrives. It's the dark web, a place of hidden depths, where the allure of the unknown can often overshadow the inherent dangers. The dark web can be a seductive siren, luring those with a thirst for the unknown into its depths. But like the sirens of ancient myths, it holds a perilous danger for those who dare to listen to its call. It's a world of shadows, a world that operates outside the confines of the law, a world that promises anonymity, but at what cost? In the alluring abyss of the dark web, every click is a step into the unknown, every search a gamble. It's a place where you can find anything from the mundane to the macabre, from the harmless to the harmful. But it's not just a marketplace for contraband. It's a playground for the curious, a haven for those seeking the forbidden, a Pandora's box of secrets waiting to be unlocked. And so, we arrive at the tale of Lee, a man drawn into the abyss by the allure of the dark web. Lee, a man who sought the forbidden, who craved the unknown, who danced with the allure of the dark web. But like many who succumb to the siren's call, Lee found not just what he sought, but more than he bargained for. In the world of the dark web, curiosity can be a dangerous thing. It was this curiosity that led Lee down a path from which there was no return. A path that held a chilling tale of danger and despair, a tale that serves as a stark reminder of the dangers lurking within the alluring abyss of the dark web. And so, we dive into the chilling tale of Lee, a man who danced with the devil in the pale moonlight. Curiosity, they say, killed the cat. But for Lee, it was more than just his downfall. Lee was a connoisseur of the unknown, an explorer of the unseen. He was drawn to the dark web like a moth to a flame, his fascination fueling his countless hours of exploration. It was a place where the rules of the ordinary world didn't apply, an abyss from which the most extraordinary things could be plucked. Lee had a particular affinity for the exotic, the bizarre, the new. He was a seasoned user of the world's many drugs, each one a new adventure, a new thrill. The dark web was his go-to source, a treasure trove of substances that remained out of reach for most. Lee's curiosity knew no bounds, and he was always on the lookout for something new, something different. Then, one day, he found it. Nox, it was called, a small, unassuming tablet of unknown origin and composition. It was a drug that no doctor knew of, a drug that none of his friends had tried. To Lee, it was like a siren song, an irresistible call to the unknown. His curiosity piqued, he ordered the pill, unable to resist the allure of the unknown. When the pill arrived, Lee was filled with anticipation. He held it in his hand, a small tablet that promised a new experience, a new adventure. His friends had never tried it, and that only heightened his curiosity. With a sense of excitement, he swallowed the pill, not knowing what to expect. But instead of the intoxication he was used to, Lee found himself in a strange state. He couldn't sleep. He was full of energy, his mind clear and alert. He felt like a superhero capable of anything. His work improved. His life seemed to be on an upswing. He didn't feel tired, didn't need sleep. It was exhilarating. And with the swallow of a single pill, Lee was plunged into a sleepless nightmare. Little did he know, the real horror was yet to come. The dark web had given him a taste of the unknown, but it was a taste that would prove to be his undoing. For a time, Lee basked in the illusion of invincibility, unaware of the storm brewing beneath. He was caught in the deceptive tranquility that shrouded the dark underbelly of the Nox pill. Imagine this. Lee, a man who once found solace in the whispers of the night, now found himself in a perpetual state of wakefulness. He was sleepless, yet paradoxically more energetic than ever. He had become a human dynamo, his body a vessel of unending vitality. His mind, once a turbulent sea, was now a calm reservoir of focus and productivity. Under the influence of this mysterious little pill from the dark web, Lee's life took an unexpected turn. He was no longer just a face in the crowd. He rose from the shadows, outshining his colleagues with his relentless energy and newfound efficiency. He became a star performer at his office, a beacon of productivity that left others in awe. The world around him moved in slow motion while he raced against time, accomplishing tasks with a speed and precision that defied human limitations. Days morphed into nights and nights into days, but Lee was unfazed. He was riding high on a wave of invincibility, oblivious to the fact that every wave eventually crashes on the shore. In this false dawn of seemingly endless energy and productivity, Lee was blind to the looming disaster. It was a calm before the storm, a deceptive tranquility that masked the imminent horror. The Nox pill, his newfound ally, was nothing but a treacherous foe in disguise. Unbeknownst to him, the pill was slowly gnawing at the very fabric of his existence. It was a ticking time bomb, waiting to detonate and unravel the horror it held within. And when it did, the consequences were far from anything Lee could have ever imagined. But the devil always comes to collect his due, and for Lee, payment was due. The first signs were just patches on his skin, but soon Lee's world began to crumble. Innocuous at first, a scattering of white spots, which gradually shifted to a disconcerting red. The redness then deepened into a disturbing purple, until finally, the patches turned a foreboding black. Lee's skin was now a macabre canvas of these dark, monstrous blotches, an unsettling sight that could make even the bravest of hearts tremble. Lee was not just a witness to this terrifying transformation. He was the victim. The ominous patches started to peel, flaking off like dry autumn leaves, revealing raw, tender flesh underneath. The itching was relentless, a constant torment. Each scratch was a painful reminder of the strange, unending nightmare he was living. In a desperate quest for relief, Lee sought the help of countless doctors, but each visit was an exercise in futility. The medical fraternity was as baffled by his condition as he was. They pored over his case, examining him, running tests, consulting with their peers, but to no avail. The pill, the mysterious Nox from the dark web, had set in motion a chain of events that no one seemed to understand, let alone control. Lee's life was spiraling into an abyss of uncertainty and fear. Once a vibrant, energetic individual, he was now reduced to a mere shadow of his former self. The superpower he thought he had gained was turning out to be a cruel joke, a ticking time bomb that had exploded, wreaking havoc on his life. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Lee's condition worsened. Each passing moment was a testament to his growing despair, a cruel reminder of the price he had paid for his reckless curiosity. The dark web, a realm he had once explored with an adventurous spirit, was now a haunting specter, its horrors etched into his skin, his very being. The dark web had given, and now it was taking back with a vengeance. As Lee lay in a hospital bed, his skin peeling away, he began to pen his cautionary tale. His once vibrant and energetic self had been reduced to a shadow, a ghastly reminder of his fatal curiosity. The once alluring abyss of the dark web had turned into a nightmarish reality, a reality reflected in his deteriorating condition. The patches on his skin had spread, morphing into a grotesque mosaic of colors: white, red, purple, and finally, a deathly black. His skin, once a protective barrier, had betrayed him, peeling away to reveal raw, tender flesh. He felt a constant itch, a relentless torment that drove him to scratch until his skin flaked off, leaving behind a trail of his former self. Despite the physical torment, the mental anguish was far worse. Sleep, a comforting escape for most, had become an elusive concept for Lee. His nights were filled with a maddening wakefulness, a cruel irony for someone who had sought the thrill of the unknown in the quiet hours of the night. As his condition worsened, Lee found himself at peace with his fate. He had danced with the devil, and now he was paying the price. He accepted his impending end with a stoicism that was both admirable and heartbreaking. But Lee's story didn't end with his acceptance. He decided to share his tale, to serve as a grim reminder of the dangers lurking in the dark web's depths. He wrote of his curiosity, his downfall, and his relentless torment, hoping that his story would deter others from venturing into the dangerous abyss of the dark web. Lee's tale is a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the dark web's abyss, a reminder that sometimes the price of curiosity can be your life. So tread carefully, for the allure of